Coming up, we'll be taking a look back at some high-profile stories of faith which really made an impact. First though, another musical highlight, this time from Keswick, with worship leader, composer and singer Stuart Townend. As we're all too familiar, 2015 has been a year dominated by the refugee crisis and acts of terrorism. And whether it be in Paris, Tunisia or the jungle in Calais, on Songs of Praise we've aimed to reflect the mood of the nation as some of these events have unfolded and touched all our lives.
The threat of terrorism was a subject His Royal Highness Prince Charles focused on during a special interview with Diane Louise Jordan in February.
I find it heartbreaking that these sort of things should happen. The frightening part is that people can be so radicalized either through contact with somebody else or through the internet. And the extraordinary amount of crazy stuff which is on that internet. I think the secret is we have to work harder to build bridges, and we have to remember that our Lord taught us to love our neighbor, to do to others as you have them do to you, and just to go on despite the setbacks and despite the discouragement to try and build bridges and to show justice and kindness to people.
And faith was very much in focus in the midst of one of the year's other headline stories, the migrant crisis affecting Europe. In August, Sally visited Calais, and in particular, the camp known as the Jungle.
So this is the church. It's surrounded by rubbish. It's clearly makeshift and temporary, but it is a church, and there's something rather striking about it, and it clearly brings a lot of comfort to many of the Christians who live here.
Inside, it was clear just how important this church was to its worshippers.
It seems that a lot of effort and care has gone into this.
All of us we love this church more than all stuff, you know.
Inspiration, guidance and hope.
Despite the huge controversy surrounding the very existence of the camp, UK Christian volunteers were clear about the importance of their mission to support the people there.
A lot of people at home where you come from are unhappy about helping migrants, feel they shouldn't be here, and if they are here, they shouldn't be encouraged.
That's very sad, really, that people feel that way. But that's not how the church feels. That's what the church is here for, to reach the lost, the poor and the hopeless.
More recently, in November, the people of Paris drew on their faith and solidarity as multiple terrorist attacks left the whole country and the wider world stunned. The leaders of the Anglican and Catholic churches spoke exclusively to songs of praise.
My wife and I lived in Paris for 5 years, and it was one of the happiest places we've lived, and to think of a place of such celebration of life, seeing such suffering is utterly heartbreaking.
I just kept thinking of people who had gone out for a drink, had gone out for a meal, gone out to a football match, and were not coming home, had just been slaughtered.
The terrorists, of course, believe they're doing all this to glorify their God.
Just because someone believes something deeply wrong, it doesn't mean that they're right in some strange way because they put God in it. The perversion of faith is one of the most desperate aspects of our world today.
I think their intention is completely distorted in terms of any claim of a religious motive. And as Pope Francis has said, their actions are a blasphemy against God.
Still to come, we'll be catching up with the Songs of Praise FA Cup fans choir to relive some of the best moments from their big day out at the Cup final at Wembley. But first, another musical treat from London.